Greetings, friendly faces. How are you? Hope you're doing great. I'm doing swell. In today's video, I will be trying and rating different quarantine activities that have become trendy. Since 2020 has been labeled the year of COVID, a lot of people have been stuck in quarantine and they're bored and lonely and isolated. So they've developed some new hobbies. And some of those hobbies have become very popular on social media. They've become trends on TV. You see them everywhere. So I figured I would try them and rate them for you guys so you'll know if you should try them or if they're just gonna be a waste of your time. So, cue intro. So basically I have about 6 activities that I will be doing and rating, and I'm gonna put the list on the screen right now. The order that these activities are on in the list is the order that I will be doing them in the video, but in real life it's going to take a couple days to film the video, so if I have a couple outfit changes or my hair's different or my personality's a little different, it's because I'm filming it on 2 separate days. Don't hate me for it. And I will be doing all the activities first and then rating them at the end, so make sure you watch all the way through. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so first up on the list is bread making. And I should probably put my hair up for that process, shouldn't I? Okay, there we, oh my dear goodness. We're gonna leave it like that, no one cares. Okay, so I went on my good friend Pinterest and I found a wonderful wheat-free, gluten-free bread recipe. I keep looking at my hair because look how bad this is. Anyway, it's gluten-free and wheat-free because I cannot have much wheat or flour. After a little bit of searching, I found a recipe that seemed somewhat simple, so we're going to be tackling that today. I will not be taking you through the whole bread making process. It's a long process and I don't want you to get bored, so I'm just gonna highlight some of the important steps and then we'll review the finished product. Also, I will be putting the link for this bread recipe in the description below, so if you want to try it out for yourself, you can do so. This bread recipe, it basically just has 3 mixtures: a yeast mix, a wet mix, and a dry mix. You combine those all individually and then you put them all together in a standing mixer and you mix it, put it in a bread pan, and bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna speed through the process of mixing everything together for you so you're not bored out of your mind. I will see you when they're all combined. So I combined all the 3 mixtures in my standing mixture. It's time to put it in the loaf pan. Look at that. That looks professional. The recipe called for xanthan gum, but I did not have any xanthan gum. So I looked up some substitutes. The website, I think it was Healthline. I think I used Healthline. They said to use egg whites, so I used an egg white instead. Okay, I already sprayed my loaf pan, but I'm going to spray it again because it's been a little bit and it kind of all sunk to the bottom, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put all this in the loaf pan. Instant yeast. I do not like looking at that. They move. They're like little maggots. Luckily you can't like see it now. And I already had preheated my oven to 375. Okay, and it says to smooth it out. So you have to use a nice spatula. That didn't make any sense. You have to use
a nice little spatula.
So now it's all smooth. So basically I'm just gonna let this rise for about 8-ish minutes because I already let it rise for a couple minutes while it was in this bad boy. Then I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 35-45 minutes. I'm gonna do all that off camera and let's move on to the next activity. I can finally take this monstrosity down. So the next couple activities are kind of in line with each other. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. The website basically said, just get interested in social media. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you guys my social media. For my generation, I feel like just getting interested in social media is just on the daily. Like, I don't feel like that would be a new hobby. The next hobby is learn TikTok. I think that's a direct quote from their website. I myself downloaded TikTok during quarantine. I didn't think I ever would download TikTok, but I did because I was so bored. And the link for my TikTok is in the description, so you should go follow me. You know, know if you want. That'd be really nice. During quarantine, I learned some dances, TikTok dances, which I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, sorry, this is not the best lighting. First, we have the Renegade. And it's like... So I realized while editing this that I bite my bottom lip a lot while doing the TikTok dances. I don't know why. Just go with it. And we have Say So. Dang it, I messed up. Okay, let's start that again. Say So. The next one is, I don't know if there's a title, but Emma Chamberlain did it. I don't know, I learned it, but here we go. So the last one, I don't really know what the title is, but if you're on TikTok, then you'll recognize this dance. Okay, here we go. Are the TikTok dances that I've learned. There's more, but I don't really remember them. Yeah, that was fun. Another activity that people are doing during quarantine is apparently making PowerPoints. I don't think this is really a hobby, but I think it's just because like businesses and schools moved to Zoom, and then making PowerPoints and showing them is like easier. I think that's like the only reason why it's popular, but regardless, I'm gonna take this opportunity to make a PowerPoint on something that I can learn more about. It'll be a learning experience. So I've done some thinking, and I think I'm going to do the PowerPoint on mole rats. I don't know why. We're gonna do a presentation on them so I can learn more about mole rats. Anyway, I'll come back with the finished product. I'm done. Mole rats. Mole rats. Look at those gross little creatures. So gross. Oh, it was so hard for me to look at them. I mean, I guess they're cute in a gross way? No, they're just gross. Okay. About the mole rat, their scientific name is Heterocephalus glaber, whatever. They are herbivores. They live in colonies together by the dozen, and they are led by a queen rat. The queen is sometimes the only female to breed and bear the young, and they can survive up to 18 minutes without oxygen. And those are my sources, and those are more my sources. So I'm not gonna put my sources in the description because I have them listed here. If you want to learn more about mole rats. I'm sure you do. That's my presentation. Hey, I look gross and my hair's wet. But don't worry about it. Hours later, I'm finally trying the bread. It's been sitting here, taunting me. Bon appetit. It's not half bad, you know. It's really dense, but it's really good. It's almost like a cake. This is good. This is a keeper. I like this recipe. Link in the description. Try it for yourself. Thank you. New day, new activity. We're exercising today. When the website said exercise, I took it upon myself to think that that meant walking. Because everyone's walking during quarantine. They're walking themselves, they're walking with their families, they're walking their pets. Everyone walks. And yes, I'm aware, my hair looks horrible. If you've gotten this far in the video, it should be no surprise to you, actually. But I am fully aware that my hair looks like a family of rats. Mole rats are living in it. And I am not gonna take you with me on this walk because it's gonna be very short, because it's very hot and humid outside. So, I'll be back. Well, that was fun. I was right. It was really hot, humid. I've perspired some, but the sights are always pretty. I'm not a stranger to walking. I myself have taken up the hobby since quarantine because I'm bored. Like the rest of the world. Most of the world, at least. Probably most of the world. All right, one more, guys. Hang in there. Final activity, guys. Drawing. I used to draw a lot. It's kind of a lost art for me now, but I figured I would pay tribute to earlier in the video, and I would try and draw a mole rat. But here's the catch. I would try and make it cute, which is going to be very hard to do because they're
ugly.
And I'm not going off of any reference images either. I'm doing this solely from memory, so it's going to be
Bad.
He had little legs. Do they have tails? I think they have tails. I don't know how long their tails are. It looks like a pig. Like it looks like a pig's body. I was trying to make it look like he was laying down, but it just looks like a standing up pig. If I remember correctly, his legs were very scrawny. I'm trying to make this cute. Oh dear. This looks like a pig raccoon hybrid. Oh no. Do they have ears? I'm putting ears. I'll put like 2 types of ears on him. I'll do like regular ears, like dog ears, and then I'll do like little holes. I don't know what their ears look like.
I forget.
This is horrifying. This is actually horrifying. I thought I was good at drawing. You wanna see the finished product? I'm done, but does it look horrible?
Yes.
Look at this. It's not a mole rat. What is this? It's like a pig's body with a beaver's face with like a cat head.
What is this?
That was my attempt. I think I've scarred myself for life. Signing it, 2020. It's done. I'm never going to be able to erase that from my brain. All right. It's time to rate the activities. This was a long process. I admire you if you got all the way to the end of the video. First up, we have bread making. Now, the bread was kind of, it was kind of hard to make, but like kind of not really. And it turned out spectacular. Drop dead amazing. Love that bread. B-R-E-D, love that bread. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for the bread. Next up, we had get interested in social media / learn TikTok. Now this was, it wasn't like super interesting, but it wasn't like bad either. It was a good way to pass the time, I guess, because time flies when you're on the internet for some unknown reason. So I would say 6 out of 10. Next we had the PowerPoint. That was actually kind of fun to make despite me wanting to throw up in my mouth at the sight of a naked mole rat. But I can see people making PowerPoints for fun and just learning about stuff. So I'd say 7 out of 10 for that one. Next we had exercise, but in my case it was walking. Any physical activity is good. I would say 9 out of 10. Just because you're moving, you're getting out and about, you're doing something, whether it's walking, jazzercise, Zumba. You can look up virtually any workout on your phone, laptop, whatever, and just watch it and do it at home. You don't even have to go to a gym. 9 out of 10. And then last up we had drawing. If you're really detailed and you're like really into drawing, it's a good way to pass hours by. But I clearly have lost all of my drawing skills. But it also could be a fun learning experience if you want to learn how to draw or if you want to improve your drawing skills. That would also be a good way to spend your time. So I'll say 7 out of 10 for that one. It just depends on how much time you put in to the drawing. That was the video. Every link besides the ones I showed you in my PowerPoint will be in the description below, including the links with the activities on it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment of what you want to see next. I don't know. Have a great life, guys. You're awesome. Mwah.